Hey YouTube, we're here today because we wanted to share a few of our travel tips with you with regards to packing and kind of what we use to travel with. We've got a lot of videos posted about different places that we've been, and we just wanted to share what works for us, and hopefully you might find this interesting. So I've got a few things that I'm going to share, and then Jen's going to share a few things that she finds useful, and yeah, we'll take it from there. I guess first thing is that we've got a couple of these bags, and these are High Sierra AT3 bags, 22-inch AT3 bags. We've had this bag, and we've got two of them, and they're identical. We mark them with tape at the top so we can tell whose is whose when we're traveling. But like I said, we've got two of these, and we've had them for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, and they've been everywhere. They've been in snow, in sand, in rain, on multiple continents, and you know, rolling across cobblestone streets and you know, the like. So we've had these bags everywhere, and we have abused them.
They've held up so well.
Yeah, they really are. The people over at High Sierra, I just can't say enough good things, and we don't get anything out of this or anything like that. But I mean, honestly,
I think this was like 100.
Well, right now they're available for about $80. So,
oh my gosh! And we got them from Kohl's, so like we stacked all these deals to get a great price on it.
Yep.
But they are incredible value.
Yep. And High Sierra, they just make a really smart product, and I'm kind of a big fan of theirs. But I mean, the bulk of the bag is I don't even know if there's anything in here, but the bulk of the bag is a regular carry-on roller bag that would fits into any overhead storage on any of the airlines, and it's, you know, it's pretty basic as far as that goes. There's a few tie downs to keep your clothes secure. This unzips for access to the internal parts, which I don't really know why you would need that, but so this is a roller bag, you know, with your typical handle that telescopic, and it's got just a ton of storage in it. And then on the front, we've got a backpack that zips off, which we find to be just completely handy. So this backpack is actually huge.
You'll see this in a lot of our videos.
We fill these things up. I mean, they're just busting at the seams. But a huge pocket here. And then another pocket that we'll use for usually like toiletries or whatever on the front, but it's got a bunch of dedicated pockets for different things. And then this pocket I find to be very useful for storing passports and various things that I need to get access to quickly.
As you're like going through gates.
As we're going through airports or whatever, I'll take my watch or empty my pockets into this pocket right before I go through the body scanner thing. And then there's another pocket here, which is just basically a big flat pocket.
It's where like I'll throw my flip-flops.
I put sandals in there, and this bag just works extremely well. This zip-off bag, we keep it all zipped together when we're going through the airports or when we're walking through town or through the subway system or wherever we may be, whatever we're doing. But then when we get on the plane, the bottom part will go into the overhead, and then we keep this in the seat, underneath the seat in front of us. And so usually we'll have stuff that's more oriented towards travel in this bag. And it's totally handy.
I love that it has this little strap in the back, so when you slide it over the handle, it kind of locks itself back in place.
Yeah, so if you don't want to zip it on, or if you're in a hurry, you can just put the handle up, and then this bag just slides down over the handle, and you carry it like that, which works really, really well. The other thing is that you have this all put together. On the back side of this bag, there's another zipper compartment, and this zipper has lost its no. Oh, there we go. We're good. zipper, or this bag, or this part, we don't ever use this, but basically you've got another set of backpack straps here so that you can carry the whole bag. If this other part was still zippered on, you could carry the whole thing with these straps. And then this part is there to, in case the rollers are muddy or dirty or something, it protects your back.
This was particularly helpful in Europe when we were going up and down around the trains, and they didn't have the escalators. So it was a really easy way for us to be able to throw the bags on our back, and then we had our child with us, so we could hold her hand through all of the kind of crowded train area and still be able to do everything with us.
And just the fact that you can consolidate all of these different things into one single bag, it's just one thing to keep track of instead of multiple things. So it's nice to have have all of this stuff kind of zipper together. So this is what we use more than anything. Like I said, we've had this 5 or 6 years, and I think we're due for another one. This one in particular, we busted the seam on, although
it's still totally useful.
We could still totally use it. But we pack these things so tight when we go, because this is all we'll take, is one of these for me and one for her, and then Olivia, usually her stuff gets spread out in between our 2 bags, and she may have a little bag that she'll take with personal effects like toys or headphones and stuff like that. But we've traveled for, I don't know what the maximum is, but I think probably around 18 days out of these.
So you may be thinking, how can you travel for 18 days with 2 of these bags for 3 people? And the secret is packing cubes.
This is Jen's secret.
Packing cubes. I swear by packing cubes. If you haven't used them before, they basically, you just roll up all of your clothes, and then, I rolled my clothes, I cinch things on top, zip it shut. For demonstration purposes, this is a much lighter load than I would normally fill it up with. I bought these on Amazon, I think, and they were 4 to a set. And what I really like about this particular set is that it has this little nylon strip over it. So when I put it in this bag, let me throw that bag back up here real quick. So when I'm putting this in here, I'll stack these in and they'll be all full. But then I'll use the little straps that are in the suitcase to cinch it down. And because of this nylon bag, it just allows me to have a little bit more, ability to get it more compressed. Whereas I think if it was on this netting, it would catch and it just wouldn't be able to slide as easily. So it just has worked really well and has been less wear and tear across the netting by having that little nylon there. And these have held up remarkably well, too.
Yeah.
So that is how we get all of our clothes.
I'm a little bit more old-fashioned. I don't do the cubes. I just wad everything up and throw it in a bag. So that's what we use for really big trips. That's the biggest suitcase that we have and that we use, and it works extremely well for us. And it never fails. Everywhere we go, somebody asks about the bag because they're just so smart, and we really like it. So highly recommend the AT3. Now they make them in different sizes. There's like an AT7. There's I don't know the names of all of them, but the High Sierra wheeled carry-on bag with zip-off backpack. They're in different sizes. That one that we just showed you is a 22, which is basically the standard carry-on roller bag with a really large backpack. So that's what we use for big projects.
And the backpack, trips. It's so roomy. It holds our full-face snorkel mask. Yeah. Whether we're going on a cruise or, like I said, foreign destinations where we're training it around Europe for 2 weeks, it doesn't matter. It is a workhorse. So highly recommend.
Yeah.
Moving on.
For shorter trips, I do a lot of travel day trips or just 2 or 3 day trips back and forth between here and Colorado. And
2 and 3 night trips.
2 and 3 night. What did I say?
2 and 3 day.
Okay. 2 or 3 day, 2 or 3 nights trip back and forth between here and Colorado. And I find that a bag like this works absolutely just perfect. I have used a backpack in the past, which is fine, but I find that I'm a light enough packer that I want to, that I prefer to use a bag that I can put underneath the seat in front of me.
Well, and also you so often fly like Frontier where they charge for overhead bin space. So
Right.
you're trying to avoid that extra charge. You're about to go to London.
Right, so I'll be going to London this week, and I'm flying Norwegian, which I'll do a little report on this week. But Norwegian is another airline, much like Frontier, which is who I fly a lot with. They charge for every little thing. So checked bags, carry-on bags, food and beverage, whatnot, all that stuff. So I typically try to pack as light as I can for 2 reasons. One, it doesn't really matter if I'm trying to pack light or not. I just don't like checking any bags ever on any airline. Jen flies Southwest a whole lot, and she can check bags for free on there, but we generally find that it's a bad idea to check bags. Really under any circumstances. The only time that we might check bags is if we have to, because we've got some liquids or something in it that we have to check the bag or something else. And really only then we would only really put ourselves in that situation if we were coming home. So that way if our bags are lost when we're coming home, we're not stranded somewhere without clothes and our stuff. We've got something. So we try to never check a bag. So we've got the big bag for big trips, and then the small bag that goes underneath the seat in front of us, and it's considered, basically for all practical purposes by the airlines, this is considered a purse. So there's no fees involved in this. So we really like it. But this bag is really, really, really cool.
It's another High Sierra.
Again, High Sierra, they just do such a good job on thinking stuff through and making it usable. So this bag's got a big laptop pocket here, and I've got actually I got a couple laptops. This is an old laptop that I dug out. I think this is a 16 inch, 15.6, whatever, and it's a big, thick laptop, and it does not fit. So just so you know, it won't fit. Now I've got another laptop which is a little bit more modern, but it's the same basic dimensions as this, except for it's considerably thinner, and this one will absolutely fit. So if you're wondering, if you're looking at these and you're looking at ordering them online or whatever, this is again, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's a 15.6 inch laptop, and it fits just fine. But if you got anything bigger than that, it's an absolute no-go as far as the laptop pocket is concerned. So that's that for those that were maybe wondering about that. So it's got a nice padded laptop pocket. It's got a sunglass, pocket on the front. And then I guess what you would I consider this a toiletry area, but separate compartments for various things, pens, pencils, depending upon if you're using it as an Oval Office or whatever. A drink holder on the side, which I really like that a lot, to be able to put a bottle of water in there before I get on a flight. On this side we've got, this is a shoe holder, so it's a pocket to put dirty shoes in, and it basically takes up space on the inside of the bag. I don't really have a need for that. It's usually when I'm packing light, I'm taking one pair of shoes with me, and those shoes are on my feet and not in my bag. So that's what I do. Inside it's modest, but it's enough space. This is the shoe bag that unrolls.
It's nice that it kind of tucks away.
So we've got a zippered compartment on the top to keep some stuff separate up on the lid, and then plenty of space for me for a couple, 2, 3, up to 4 days, depending upon where I'm going and what the climate is going to be. So this bag's just really cool. Again, it's a roller bag. Got your typical handle, and I'll just give you a quick size comparison between the two bags.
Handle down.
Yes. So, you know, I don't know, 2/3 the size maybe or so. This one kind of expands a little bit more than this one does. This one's a little bit more finite on its size, but in any event, so those are the two bags that we primarily use. And this is just, this is such a cool bag. I really wanted to talk about the bags because we've had a lot of people ask about them when we're traveling. And we see a lot of people struggling with crazy luggage all the time, and you know, packing habits are you know, to each their own, but
well, I think
this works really well for us.
especially as someone who's traveling with a child. You know, we're really thoughtful about how can we make sure that we can kind of keep our hands ready to hold her hand or grab her when we need to, but still be able to keep up with the luggage. So hopefully these tips work well for you. We'd love to hear what you guys find to be useful, what tips that you have. Let us know, because we would love to give those a try on our next travels.
Yeah. All right. Till then.